Hello app lovers, Justin Z here with a quick review of the Remote app for the iPad. You can see more on this app at mahalo.com/remote app, and please be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe below. Remote is pretty straightforward. It is an iTunes app developed by Apple where you remotely access your iTunes library via Wi-Fi from your iPad to your computer. It accesses your full playlist, your customized playlists, and has almost every feature that iTunes does, with one potentially big exception. It doesn't play anything from the app. It is literally a remote control. Now, if you have your computer hooked up to a stereo system, this app will prove useful. But why not be able to access your music directly on the iPad as well? This would be especially awesome if it could play your movies from your computer to your iPad, but it can't play movies or music, and this disappoints me. To set up the app with the iPad, you have two options. You can set up your preferences on the iPad to automatically detect your iTunes library, or you can send a code to iTunes allowing access to the app. Both are pretty simple and straightforward. The controls when accessing the iPad are pretty instant. You have freedom of use when selecting songs, pausing and rewinding or forwarding video, and volume control. The interface is almost exactly like iTunes and shows your music as a list or a grid of albums with their respective artwork. Another drawback with this app is in my video playlist, not every video shows up. In fact, only one out of over 20 videos that I have show up. Some of my videos I uploaded myself, but there were others from digital copies of studio-released movies that are meant to play on iTunes. Those should show up on the remote, right? If it's on iTunes, it should be on the app. This app definitely provides some convenience if you don't feel like getting up to change songs while lounging on your lazy boy after a hard day of work. But while its controls are pretty much the same as iTunes itself, it has those limitations that are particularly annoying. Perhaps I'm jaded, but I want the remote app to be iTunes on my iPad. I should be able to do everything my iTunes can, including listening to music and watching my movies. Overall, I give it a 3 out of 5.